Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today in my art studio, let's talk about my relationship with social media, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I actually never really been active on social media until I started my watercolor painting. And half a year after, I decided to start to post my work and progression on social media to share with everyone. And I started off on Instagram and Facebook. I suppose when it comes to images, Instagram is a good place to start, and Facebook sort of the whole auto post thing is quite useful. And also, I suppose Instagram seems to be a bit more popular with the younger generation, while I have some more maybe like mature generation friends, they don't use Instagram, so I also use Facebook to get connected with them. So yeah, I think when it comes to social media, people have very different viewpoints, including myself. And then this year, I also decided, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna start with YouTube as well, where I am posting my shorts of watercolor painting. I'm doing videos where I'm doing more like a honest chat on art and mindsets and things like that. So just, kind of sharing more of my opinions on different topics that I care about. So yeah, and I can see, the mindset about social media can vary quite a lot. But the way I see it, social media itself, it really just a tool. It really is no good or bad. It's really how we use it, how we view it, how we let it to affect us matters. Yeah. So, I think sometimes we find, just there's too much information going on. We're bombarding with the information, and are we getting more likes or followers, all things like that. And I suppose we wish there's an instruction menu, that can teach us how to use social media. And, and I think definitely a lot of artists or say business owners usually have the question like, do I have to do social media to promote my work? Can I choose not to do it? And the answer is, of course, a big yes. We always have an option, even you think you don't. But I find, of course, you would tell me that, but everyone's doing it, if I don't do it, does that mean I'm behind the game? That's not true. You always have other options. So I suppose, the reason why you're struggling to do it or not do it, because you also kind of want the benefits from doing social media, getting more exposure and everything like that. So what I learned from when it comes to making a decision, sometimes it's not about what you want more. Sometimes it is actually, in order to want something, what sort of work and effort and endurance you need to go through in order to get a result. So if I were you, I would be thinking, okay, so today if I really don't want to do social media, it's just not my thing. So what kind of work and effort do I need to get into to promote my art and business? That is sort of the question we are after, instead of thinking, I really don't want to do social media, but I have no choice. Because if you come in with that mindset, surely you're just gonna dislike social media more and more, and it's gonna show on the content you'll be creating. So now I want to share my own personal experience, when it comes to my kind of journey with social media so far, what I've learned, what I've experienced, and what my conclusion is. Yeah. So to begin with, number one, I think it's definitely a comparison thing. I think that's the probably number one stressor for us all participating in social media. But I just think it's just so important that we need to know one truth, that no one's asking us to compare except ourselves. Even we kind of think, oh, but it's just so natural. You look at all different people's work and you start to, compare. But then, I think different people say comparison is a thief of joy. That's absolutely true. And the truth is, it simply doesn't make any sense to compare. We are all sort of unique individuals. And I have to say, when I started Instagram, and then the more I admire other watercolor artists' work, actually I got more and more anxious. I'm just like, oh my God, I can never paint like them, And then when I see some people, they got like 10,000 followers, I was just like, oh my God, there's no way I can have that many followers. But the truth is, some people, they've been on Instagram consistently posting their work for 10 years. How do you compare that? So I suppose, okay, so even some people, they have like, say, so-called overnight success, and that's not true. They might have, they might have been a professional artist for a long time as well. So it just, you just have to decide everyone is unique. Our own work is unique. Our preferable styles are different. It's just simply, doesn't make any sense to compare. So I think for me, I just decided, don't go there. It just, we do our style, and then you'll find your tribe. People like your style, they'll find you over time. So that comes down to the number 2 point. You have to do it for yourself. I suppose in order to create like kind of consistent quality of your content, you kind of have to do it yourself. You need to enjoy the work you need to put into every time, whether it's about creating a painting or a photo or a video, things like that. And again, some people will be like, do I have to create videos? I really can't be bothered with the process and everything. And again, of course you can choose not to, but it's also a fact that you do get more, like my own experience, you do get more visits when you post a reel, a short video. So my attitude is, okay, you know what? I've never made a video before, but I can learn. So I actually, because of Instagram, I started to learn how to, film myself doing a kind of watercolor painting. And of course, it took a bit of practice, to begin with. But now looking back, I'm actually quite happy I recorded some paintings, because if not, I wouldn't remember all of them. So I just find it just so important. You have to do it for yourself. You want to learn, you want to kind of learn new skills and then create different contents. And then, and of course, all the likes and followers, they will come, they are all really nice additions. But you really can't make the content for the likes and followers, because if you do that, very soon you'll be like, oh, this post, I'm not getting much traffic. I feel discouraged. I don't want to do it again. And just so important, like when you do something, find your intrinsic motivation, not just rely on the extrinsic ones only. In that case, you're not gonna last. Very soon you just don't want to continue doing it. So, and also another thing I've learned and I really enjoy, it's just, once you start to create content, you really find your community. And because of, sharing content on Instagram, I start to actually make some, like friends. We share the same interests, and we actually started to support each other online as well. Although I've never met them in person, I like to think, I actually make some new friends from different parts of the world, which I truly appreciate their support and, encouragement every time. So that for me, that's a huge bonus. And the last bit I like to mention about, like when it comes to social media, I really like to highlight the effect of compound interest. Yeah, compound interest, it's like kind of, it's a bit like anything we say, yes, it takes patience. But patience simply in my world, it just doesn't sound too much fun. While compound interest gives you the concept, you know, anything you put into is a bit of work, and then, you know, you see the effect over time. And just sounds better than just be patient. Because be patient, sometimes it doesn't give you a vision. Yeah, so I realized, I discovered the word compound interest and I really like it. So I'm gonna use this term. So yeah, it's just so true. As long as you find a, you know, you create a system and then, you know, and then produce consistent work, you definitely find your tribe. You will see the followers, you will see the likes, and they are all additional stuff. It's just so important to have that mindset, in my opinion. Yeah. So yeah, I have to say, if you're asking me, I think social media nowadays is a wonderful tool. Just kind of learn how to use it and know when to turn it off. And that's all I want to share with you today. And yeah, so, you know, what's your relationship like with social media? Please comment below. I'd like to learn. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching me, and then I'll see you next time soon. Bye!